Caleb Barney here with Russell Real Estate, and today I wanted to go over an article that was posted by Realtor.com just a few days ago on October 17th, titled, What Real Estate Slowdown? Here are the U.S. cities where homes are actually selling faster now. So basically it's saying the housing market may have slowed, but many buyers across the U.S. are still racing to close deals. Essentially, this is just going to, a brief aside here. This is why I always say real estate is hyper local. You compare the market where I'm at, which is near Cleveland, Ohio, to a market like Boise, Idaho, to, Los Angeles, to Miami, to Austin, Texas, to Nashville. They're all very different markets, and people understand that. But what I think people also need to understand is that that's just the local portion. The hyper local portion is, the Cleveland market in general. There are properties that you could find for under $50,000 in many parts of Cleveland. And then there are other parts where you can't buy a starter home for, $250,000 or so. And that's kind of what I wanted to showcase here. So I'll go over our local MLS statistics here in just a little bit. But what I wanted to go over was basically this article first, where they talk about the median days on market. And as you could see here, basically every winter, so you could see, days on market starts lower. This is October of 2008. As you go all the way through into January of 2019, your days on market peaks at about 83 days on market. As we get back toward our summer months, it dropped back down to 52 days on market. This is the national average. Before, same thing. Next year in January, it went back up to 86. So you could see this little roller coaster ride here that we've been on, and we're always on that roller coaster ride. That's why there are seasonal adjustments too. But that's basically what we're looking at here. And essentially here, when we're looking at median days on market for the most recent statistics that they had, which are through the end of September, nationally, we were looking at 49 to 50 days on market, which for September really isn't that bad when you're considering it historically. So again, we'll go to, this is 2020, September of 2020, 51 days on market. So 2020 was really the start of the pandemic led housing boom. And 2021, 2022, we started seeing even fewer days on market. But when we're comparing it relative to, October of 2018 or, the end of September of 2019, we're still actually in a relatively healthy market when it comes to median days on market. You're not seeing the bottom fall out like a lot of news sources would point out. So where are these houses selling faster than they were last year? Here's a little map. And of course, number 9, what I'm most interested right here in is Cleveland, Ohio. So we could see on average, the statistics that they're using, they say that houses in the Cleveland area are selling 6 days faster on average than, or the median, I should say, than they were last year. So that's the year over year change for how many days faster. So going down, I'll just read this brief little excerpt that they have here for Cleveland, which I love Cleveland, so I'm always partial towards it, of course. So they have the median list price at $199K, median days on market at 48. Year over year change in median days is 6 days faster for it to go under contract and sell. So it says, nestled against the southern shore of Lake Erie, Cleveland is the most affordable metro on this top 10 list. The median home here is still less than $200,000, putting it at less than half the national average. It's one of the best places to find mansions at a discount and has a large number of homes priced below $200,000. Those low home prices mean higher interest rates don't have as much of an impact on buyers' budgets, keeping demand high. The area is known for its industrial history and cultural landmarks. Although it was considered one of the richest cities in the world in the late 19th century, its economic and industrial might dwindled in the middle of the 20th century like other industrial hubs. Now, the economic diversification and urban revitalization projects that are easy to see around the city are fueling demand from buyers. So, that being said, again, there are plenty of houses that are listed under 200K, but what I wanted to point out, and this is most of the area that I'm serving here, so let's go back to the search here, just to show you the map that this is my bread and butter as far as where I primarily serve. So I'm located here in Strongsville. I grew up, and my office is out of the Medina area, but I grew up basically in a smaller township between Medina and Valley City then. So my main areas that I serve, going down all the way down 83, so Avon Lake, all the way down past Lodi, going through Seville, Wadsworth, Akron, through Cuyahoga Falls, up past Peninsula, heading over toward Macedonia, making our way over toward the Brooklyn area and South Hills, going up through Tremont, downtown, and then back over. So that's the numbers that I ran for this. And again, these numbers are going to be very different because out here, it's much more rural compared to here where you're actually looking at Cleveland. And then I do sell some in Garfield Heights, some in Maple Heights, which you can't see here. The other heights here, and then I go all the way up out. Basically, the furthest I go is through like Fairport Harbor and Paynesville. And then I do deals all the way down through, Mogador and over to Sullivan and Ashland even. So that's basically where I go. But the statistics that I ran are from that blue shaded area in the map that you just saw. And what I wanted to point out here, so this is the cumulative days on market. So the median days on market before it goes under contract. And what we're looking at here is just the last almost 6 years of data, because 2023 is not complete yet. But days on market, you could see, 2018, 2019, we were looking at 42 to 46 days on market for that area that I highlighted. 2020, that dropped pretty drastically, even with us not being able to sell houses in March and April, basically. And then you could see 2021 picked up even more. 2022, shockingly, actually beat 2021. And the reason why I say shockingly is because if you remember, halfway through 2022, that's when nationally they said the housing market hit a recession as far as the amount of sales or the amount of houses that were listed for sale and went under contract. And then 2023 back up to 14 days. So again, if you're hearing talks of a housing crash, this is literally evidence showing you that we're probably not anywhere close to a crash. The only way that I can see home values dropping drastically is if there's a job loss recession to our local area. Again, real estate's hyper local. If there's a job loss recession in the tech sector and it's really hammering California or other areas like that, then sure, maybe they'll see more of a dip, which would make sense. But unless we're seeing a big job loss recession here in Northeast Ohio and people are essentially forced to sell their houses, you could see the demand is still there, even though interest rates from the start of 2022, the 30-year fixed was basically right around 3%. And as of this recording, which is October 19th, we just surpassed 8% yesterday for the average 30-year fixed nationally. So, going from 3% to 8%, more than doubling, and you're still seeing that there's enough buyer demand that houses are still selling relatively quickly. So the other thing that I wanted to point out, just because they were talking about median days on market, again, median days on market there for all of Cleveland, it was 48. For the areas that I serve, we're not even anywhere close to that. When you look at the median list price, I actually didn't do list price, I did sold price. So you can look at the median sold price for the areas that I look at or that I primarily serve. And that has gone up every year for the past 6 years as well. Again, the Cleveland market, if you've heard me talk about it before, it's not this sexy market that is going to see, 20% or more home price appreciation. I think the one statistic that stuck out in my mind was Boise, Idaho saw 40% appreciation in their home values over a 1.5 year period or so. That's not the case. We're seeing $10,000, not even $9,000 increase on a $240,000, to $250,000 median sale price there. So, we're definitely seeing some good growth, but nothing astronomical compared to other parts of the country. And then the other thing that I like to do, because median sale price, yes, this is calculated. I mean, it's off of almost 75,000 listings. These are all just single family detached houses, not condos or, or anything like that, townhouses that are attached. But, I always take the median sale price with a grain of salt. I also like to look at the average sale price. And you can see that average sale price is higher than the median, but it's been going up as well. But again, since we're trying to compare more apples to apples, median sale price in the areas that I'm serving most, $251,000 compared to the $199 that's listed here. So that's just a little snippet of the areas where houses are still selling quickly, and that's where, again, don't listen to everything you hear on the news. If they say, hey, it's, the market has shifted, it's now a buyer's market, the sellers don't have power anymore, that's not necessarily true. And it may or may not be true in certain parts of Cleveland too. So that's where you need to get with a local real estate expert that can go over the numbers with you. And, when you are interested in that right property, then they can run comparables for you and say, yes, this is priced too high. No, this is priced too low. They're trying to get into a bidding war. And you can make an informed decision before you make an offer. So if you are looking to buy, sell, or invest in Northeast Ohio, again, I serve a lot of Northeast Ohio. Feel free, reach out to me. My name's Caleb Barney. I work with Russell Real Estate. And otherwise, have a great day.